It was good. This is the Dinomorphia guide. You know, y'all asked for this. So first, I'm gonna show y'all some gameplay, and then I'm gonna actually, show you the decks at the end. You feel me? Now I got the audio on mono, so it ain't crazy loud. But like I told y'all, somebody in my comments said something funny earlier, cause that inspired me to make this as quick as possible. That if you get both of dimensional barriers in your hand and they don't have a fusion or anything but links. If they have like a link deck, it's a dead draw. When really low key is it? Because let's be real, who is really playing link decks other than Sky Striker? Marincess is definitely about to be in the play now since the update that's coming out in a couple days. But you see, Lord of the Heavenly Prison does this deck complete justice. And there you go right there, Dimensional Barrier. So basically with this deck, I don't have any Dinomorphia cards right now. But this shows you that low-key you don't even need them. So when I see, people posting that the Dinomorphia is trash or like bottom rogue, you just don't know what you're doing. Or maybe the people that play it just don't know what they're doing. It takes a high IQ sometimes, Yeah, you see it's just pretty smooth, pretty easy, very easy. Everything going according to plan, you feel me? Dinomorphia Domain brings out your Dinomorphia card. But I had a feeling he had an infinite permanence because he played it in the same spot where he saw me set that at. That's the only problem with this deck. Both Lord of the Heavenly Prisons and Dinomorphia Theresia sets a card, but your opponent can see it. So if they want to, they can destroy it, But that's why I made him anyway, because if he's in the hand and he's showing, they can't destroy your face down. But I'm going against the Sora, so you know how that goes. One of the top decks, one of the most annoying decks. But you see, it can still get beat. He fell for the bait right here. He fell for the bait. Ain't nobody tell him to fall for the bait. Dimensional Barrier just does it. If you don't have one, you definitely need one. This ain't Master Duel no more. This is Meta Duel, bro. You need to just get the cards that stop whatever everyone's using right now. Because 90% of players are playing the same deck. It's either the Sword Soul or it's the Despius. That's all I've been coming across. Or it's the Eldlick. Like, it's the same decks. I don't even come across the Sky Striker as much anymore. And as you can see from this gameplay that I'm showing you, it was 2 Sword Soul duels back to back. Now you see this dude is diamond. He was diamond before. So it kind of lets you know, like, this is the meta right now. Synchros and fusions. The Ferret Flames saves lives. It's so good. It saves lives, guys. So good. And you see I bring out Lord of the Heavenly Prison again. Now he put him back in my hand, but what people don't know is when you put him back in the hand and you still activate a trap card, if it was summoned that way, whether it's skill drain or whatever else, it'll still bring it out if somebody puts it back in your hand and you play a trap. So it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. And you see he's kind of locked out of everything because I played Goals to Match, so he only can have one attribute on the field. My man's just looking sad right now. Shout out to the Japanese though. They be going hard. But we on the same level over here, you feel me? Now, I'm pretty sure I destroyed that face down card, and I think that face down card stopped me for a little bit. But as you can see, this door right here, it just shows you don't even need the full Dinomorphia engine. Just the traps itself can hold the board. You can control the board. It's all about control. Because you see what he's doing. He's setting his cards. He's not really playing. He's not making no moves at all. And even though my draws are kind of dead, I still have, card advantage. And he doesn't know that the more damage I take, the better. Or the less my life points, the better, So yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to speed it up a little bit so y'all can get a gist of what's really going on. Destroy this back row with that. Dinomorphia Brute you definitely need. I don't see I had Torrential Tribute in here, but it's like, why play Torrential Tribute when you can use Brute technically 4 times if you banish from the grave? You play it and you banish. And you see we're on turn 13, boys. And I'm pretty sure this doesn't end until I get a Theresia. But his hand was bricked. He played his Sword Soul cards, and for them, you need to have at least one other in your hand that you can show. So he was just placing cards. You feel me? He didn't really have much. And I'm pretty sure I get the Rezia. No, I don't. I get evenly matched. I just keep knocking his cards off the board. He playing a bunch of hand traps. Hand traps don't really matter. Not for me on this deck. So, Lightning Storm definitely hurt me though. But guess what I drew? So it don't even fucking matter. You know what time it is. He out. Simple. Let's get to the next one. Alright, as you can see in this next one, you feel me? He infinite impermed me the first go. Now, you know, we hate that, boys. We hate that. You feel me? But as a real one, you just gotta set and pass whenever you get imperm like that. Unless you just have a super duper combo. You know? And as you can see, like I said before, we're going against the same thing. You see, he thought he had me, but you can never have a brother like me. You feel me? That Call by the Grave came in clutch. And you need to Call by the Grave with this deck. I'm highly saying you need it because you don't want too many spells, but you want something that can negate hand traps, so where you don't need Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Because let's be real, Gravedigger's Trap Hole you still need to flip to activate, which can take a whole turn. Who wants to wait a whole turn? Especially not in high ranked, you know. No, you're not waiting a whole turn, bro. But as you can see, he doing his little combo, you know. Now you always want one of these Sonic, any of their counter traps in the Dinomorphia. When you get attacked, you take no damage, okay? And then one of your monsters, you can banish from the grave a trap and summon another monster. So you banish the Rezia, you would summon Diplos. You know, if the Rezia got destroyed, you would banish a trap, summon Diplos. Diplos got destroyed, banish a trap, summon the Rezia. You feel me? And I have never seen nobody use this card, the Crimson Blader, on me. This hasn't been used in so long, but it was so smart to use it because your opponent cannot summon level 5 or higher monsters their next turn. That's pretty strong. That's pretty darn strong, bro. That's kind of like a floodgate, you know, lockdown in itself. But this is what we got the trap for. Reversion can copy a Solemn Judgment in the grave, a Solemn Strike, a Solemn Warning, any counter trap. It can copy Dinomorphia Sonic. Any counter trap in the graveyard, if you have a Fusion Dinomorphia monster out on the field, you can copy it. So it's pretty amazing. It's to the point where I don't have that many, you know, Solemn Judgments, things like that. Now let's speed it up. I'm definitely parched, but we're gonna finish this video. Now you see, my boy kept bringing the same card back, bro. He thought it was over. No, you got the wrong one, buddy. Now, let's see what I draw. And I'm telling you, the Rezia, the draws are pretty good with this deck. I never have a dead hand. Never. And look at that. You tried you tried to Forbidden Droplet me, just for me to negate it with Sonic, and just for me to summon Diplos, just to throw another Sonic in case I get hit, which I'm pretty sure I use next turn. And you'll see how that comes in clutch. And there we go. There we go. You banish one from the grave, you summon the Rezia, and with the Rezia you can set a trap from your deck, Dinomorphia trap. With Diplos, you can throw a trap in the grave, so that way you can activate it with your fusions, or you can use it to save yourself for the next turn. But you see what I'm doing. You guys see what I'm doing. It's pretty lit. So we dump one in the grave, you know, and then boom, you summon that one. We bring here. Once we get Rex and Frenzy, life will be good. This deck will be so played, and it's so expensive that people that sleep will be so upset that they didn't build it before. I promise you. I'm waiting on it. Let's show the deck list real quick. Alright, y'all. The deck list is pretty simple, you know. No hand traps because it's a trap deck. You don't really need hand traps. You feel me? We have 3 Theresia, 3 Diplos, 2 Lord of the Heavenly Prison, 3 Pot of Duality. Now, somebody in my comments asked me, is Pot of Duality better than Fossil Dig? Anytime I got Fossil Dig, excuse me, and my Master Duel players know, no other game, we're not talking about TCG, OCG, we're talking about Master Duel. Fossil Dig will give you a brick. I never get Fossil Dig at the right time. Plus, it's an ultra rare. Why waste some crafting materials when you don't really special summon like that unless it's off a trap? You kind of get to pick and choose when you special summon, you know? And I never had a problem where I used Pot of Duality at the wrong time and I couldn't summon. You You feel me? By the time you get it, you probably already had a card out. You can wait. You probably have a negate for if they try to destroy it, something, you know? So we have 3 of those, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 2 Call by the Graves, 2 Ferret Flames, 3 Bricks Me. I don't run 3. 2 Dimensional Barriers, 1 Evenly Matched, just in case. This card can change the duel around. You see I kept drawing it, I only have 1. You know, people usually, if we had a side deck option, I would put it in the side deck, but this card is pretty fire. We got 2 Infinite Impermanences, you need that, because technically that could be your hand trap. Technically it is a hand trap. 2 Ice Dragon Prison, 3 Domain, and once we get Rex, we will get them 3 Frenzies in here, and I'll be replacing these. 2 Alerts, I used to have 3, but not really necessary. 2 Brutes, Dinomorphia Brute, okay, 1 Golden Match, 2 Skill Drain, 1 Rivalry of the Warlords. You only need 1, okay? This card comes up rare, and when it does, it comes in clutch. You feel me? Same with Golden Match like y'all just saw. 1 Dinomorphia Reversion, okay? Because Dinomorphia Reversion, you banish a trap from your grave that's a counter trap, you know, like one of these, Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, and it counts as that effect. So if I have Solemn Judgment in the grave and you summon a monster, or you use a spell or trap card, I can just use Reversion as long as I have a Dinomorphia Fusion out. So then I'm using this twice or this twice. So technically you have one of these twice. You have a bunch of counters, you know, 2 Dinomorphia Sonic. This stops any spell or trap being played, you feel me? It stops basically, as long as you have a Dinomorphia card out, it stops any spell or trap, branded, fusion, all of that. I don't care what card it is, it stops it all. And then like I just told you, all of the Solemns, we got 1 of each. What else? I'm sorry, y'all. You know, 1 Zodiac, Tiger Mortar, you know, we have 1 Dark Charmer, we have 1 Zeus, because we do summon. You can go into level 4 stuff real easy, you know. We got 3 Kentragina, 3 Stealth Bergia, really good. 2 Crazy Box, clutch, and Crooked Cook. It does what it does on the song. Y'all already know what it does. I don't think I gotta explain it. Y'all know what's up. And yeah, I appreciate this. Thanks for all the love y'all been showing. My stuff been growing so much. I just show you, you know, I appreciate everybody that watches my stuff, because I did not expect YouTube to show so much love, especially when I don't really promote it, you know. So shout out to y'all. I'm coming out with videos every couple days. It ain't once a week. I didn't drop so many videos this week, probably 4, but y'all done shown so much love that it makes me want to keep dropping videos, you feel me? So this YouTube grind about to get real, you know. Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Decklist right here, and I'm out.